Hello, heathens. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have, of course, a Sketchy Saturday video. If you are fresh meat, first of all, hi, hello, welcome. Secondly, let me introduce Sketchy Saturday to you. Sketchy Saturday videos are videos that I upload on the occasional Saturday, as you probably guessed, in hopes of encouraging you all to just hang out, let loose, and make a freaking mess, whether it be in a sketchbook, coloring book, journal, whatever. This is not about perfection. It is about creative expression, exploration, and just having a freaking good time. That's all it's about. So today is going to be a bit of a heftier, a little bit of a thicker topic today. We're not getting ultra emotional. We're not getting cerebral. We're not doing any of that. But usually these Sketchy Saturday videos are just kind of, shooting the breeze, just chit-chatting about this, that, and whatever comes to mind. But today I have an actual proper topic that is pertinent and important to especially today's ridiculous world that we're living in. So again, we're not going to get emotional. We're not going to get crazy. I don't do that on this channel here. Not to say that emotions are a bad thing. Trust me, they're not. I'm an artiste, okay? I'm a big, sensitive, emotional person, but we just don't do that here. I'm all about entertainment, enjoyment, and inspiration. So with that being said, I'm going to be touching on the general feeling of disillusionment that has been working its way through the online art community for quite some time now. I mean, artists, we always complain about this, that, or the other. We're sensitive. We feel everything. Something's always bothering us, okay? That is not lost on me. But with the current state of the world, with social media getting ever more imposing and more targeted, and by that I mean with social media becoming more obvious that they want to turn their users into consumers, well, that's leading to a lot of issues, which I don't hear a lot of people talking about. And okay, there's the obvious, I spend a lot of time on social media and I feel bad about myself, blah, blah, blah. But what people are not talking about is how it is engineered to do exactly that in order for you to give them your money. And I'm talking to you, artists and creatives too, because you're not immune. We're not just talking about the influencers here and those phony ass, baloney ass, trad wives, or the phony ass, baloney ass fitness gurus or beauty gurus. But no, we're not talking about those people. I'm talking about artists, because all of this affects you guys especially. I tend to stay away from communities at large. I don't join any groups. I don't associate with anyone. I don't have anyone in the art community that I consider to be a friend, right? And I'm not saying that to be a bad thing. It's just I enjoy being the harpy on the perch, the creature in the rafters that is observing. I like to learn by observation. I'm just not one to be an active participant because frankly, I'm just a loner and I love protecting my energy. I am not cold and uncaring. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. I am a bit of an empathy sponge. And while negative energies don't affect my opinions, nor do they come anywhere near to affecting my perceptions on anyone or anything, I can still feel that negativity, that toxicity, right? It still kind of forms a little black cloud and it's just heavy and it's gross and it's icky. So I don't want to actively put myself in any position to be around any kind of negativity. I'm not talking about necessarily toxic negativity, people bickering with each other and gossiping and all that. No. But the negative self-talk and the self-imposed, depression and the I'm not worthy, that also weighs on me a lot. I may not feel it, but I feel it from others. And I don't like it. Okay, so that said, the proliferation of posts and videos that are along the lines of, I'm tired, I'm burnt out, I'm worthless, no one likes my art, I'm terrible at this, I have no skills, blah, 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 yada, 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 right? All of that has reached the point of my becoming annoyed by it. At first it's kind of sad reading those things from people, but then the more I read it and the more I start realizing why it's happening and the realization that people just don't comprehend where it's coming from, that's where it starts to annoy me. I'm not annoyed with people feeling down on themselves. You know, some people just have mental health issues, depressions and whatnot, which, okay, you can't help it, right? If you're not medicated or if you choose not to be medicated, that's not your fault. I get it. It's a chemical thing, right? But for other people who allow these social media forces to bring them down, that is what starts to bother me, because most of these folks are smart enough to realize where this is coming from if they just put their goddamn phone down, open their eyes, or stumble upon a video like this and take in the perspective and then take actionable steps to combat where these negative thoughts are coming from. But before I get into it, let's chat briefly about what you are seeing, okay? Because this is a Sketchy Saturday video. So I have a Patreon, and on this Patreon account, I have 3 different tiers. I have a hands-off tip jar for those of you who wish to toss a few bucks of support at me every month. It's just kind of like, hey, we're going to pass through, give you a few bucks, carry on doing your thing. We appreciate you. We like you. Just keep doing you, right? You throw your barista a couple bucks when you pick up your coffee every day, every other day, whatever it is. It's the same thing, right? And then I have, oh, those are the love bites, by the way. That's me trying to chomp at you. The next tier is the Color Fiend tier, and this is for the people who, yes, they want to give me a few bucks every month, but they also want a little something back. So these are for the people who specifically enjoy custom line art that they can then download and color. So you throw a few bucks at me, you get some line art that you can download and color whenever you want. You can print as many as you want out. You can experiment to your heart's content. That's what it's there for. And then the third tier is the Sticky Claw Sticker Club. The Sticker Club gets, of course, the exclusive line art if they wish to download and color it. And on top of that, they receive physical sticker mail. Every month, new design goes out to my Patreon patrons. There you go. The artwork that you are seeing in this sketchbook began, of course, as a pencil sketch. And the intent of that sketch was to become, of course, line art for the Color Fiends. And it did. But being October and being me and it being the whole hashtag Carloween season, which thank you, Kate of Kate's Coloring Haven. I will always shout you out for that. I decided to create a companion piece to go along with the Halloween girl. So the Halloween girl is the skeleton girl, my little Skella girl spooklet. And then the other one is just my gorgeous, dead and fabulous Dia de los Muertos fashionista. So I created both coloring pages, and then I took those ladies and created not only the die cuts, which I will share with you in the video a little later, but also miniature sticker collections for each. And actually, I might be inserting that footage here to give you a look at the exclusive Patreon artwork. Okay, so as I was spending the time printing, cutting, packaging, doing all of that, a topic that I discussed in a previous Color and Chat video is that sometimes I just find myself yearning for the analog materials because I spend so much time digitizing my work. The line art is digital, the coloring is digital, and damn it, my first love has always been traditional media. So before I close the chapter on the artwork, once I create the stickers and those go on their way, it's on to a new month and it's time to work on the next project. Sometimes I just want to go back and put some color to the paper in my sketchbook the old-fashioned way. And that's what I do. And that is what you are watching in this video. So you are watching the pencil sketch, which became the line art, then became the stickers. And then at the end of all of that, once everything was packaged up and ready to go, I came back and I sketched, or rather I slapped color on the sketch, and that is the Sketchy Saturday video. Voila, that's it. Okay, so now back to the topic of why Karla is annoyed. I mean, when is Karla not annoyed? But why I am annoyed at creatives, artists of all stripes. I don't care what you do, whether you're a fiber artist, a ceramicist. I don't, is it ceramicist or ceramist? I don't know. But anyone who does anything creative, what irritates me is how so many of you, or them, whoever I'm speaking to, because this may or may not apply to you, but why they don't use their beautiful, smart, artsy, fartsy, creative brains to dig themselves out of the hole that has been created by social media that they have allowed to overtake their creative practices. What the hell am I talking about? Okay. Creatives all over the internet are losing themselves in doom scrolling and woe is me bullshit because they are feeling unworthy and trampled by the glut of garbage, AI art, and all of these assisted automated creation apps. They are mostly they're all fueled by AI to some degree, but there's just a whole lot of this nonsense, right? This whole like click a button, you can create something, or click a couple buttons and you can completely transform something that you already created into something that was 99% machine made now, just complete artificiality and just complete, easy, convenient nonsense. Okay, I get it. Artists are sensitive little creatures. I empathize, I sympathize. Believe me, as I told you, I get it. But what I do not have patience for is the ignorance, laziness, and stupidity. And it is all voluntary ignorance, laziness, and stupidity. Many people out there are crying about being unworthy and unseen without realizing they are being toyed with. And that is what pisses me off. Guys, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever these platforms are, each and every single one of them were never out to help you. They were never designed to foster community. That was never the purpose at all. Of course, that's the way things are marketed, but that's just not the reality, okay? The difference now, because people say, I wish Instagram was the way it used to be. I wish this. The intent of these tech corporations is to always earn money. It's never to care about you. And the way they earn money is by making you think that they care. And then they get too big for their britches, and then they become brazen with showing you exactly how little they care about you. Now they make it clear that their intent is to take your money. Case in point. Well, okay, first of all, I'm going to go back and say this. Prior to maybe 2020-ish, maybe right around 2010, 2015, okay? Unless you had a massive following back then, when things were a little bit easier because there was less competition in the social media sphere, now it is going to be difficult, if not impossible. Listen, I'm going to say that again. Unless you had a big following maybe 5 or 10 years ago, you will never have a large following today unless you pay to play. Things were a lot easier back then again because the social media platforms didn't have a lot of competition, right? So it was easy for them to use the people who use their platforms to get advertising dollars from, commercial entities and whatever. But now, because there are so many other platforms out there competing with each other, now they're making it a little bit of a battlefield. Well, a lot of a battlefield, actually. They want to get your attention and they want your money. And they want it immediately and quickly. So again, you will never have a large following unless you pay to play. Your talent doesn't matter. Your tenacity doesn't matter. None of that matters. And how am I so positive about this? Because each and every one of these platforms wants you to purchase promo space, ad space, additional features, etc. I'm going to post just a few examples, maybe 2 or 3 different examples that have come up on my end for my particular pages. These platforms purposely are suppressing content from us, quote unquote, freeloaders in hopes of breaking our spirits just enough for us to buy that promo space. They want to say, hey, our platform is free. We want you to download it, right? They give you a nice warm blanket and a cup of tea when you pull up. But then slowly, bit by bit, they're going to start taking every fiber of your blanket away. They're going to start taking little sippy sips of your tea away from you until they start to break you and say, remember how comfy and cozy we made you when you got here? You're losing that comfy, cozy feeling, aren't you? It's because there are so many people out in the world. You want to feel special? We can help you feel special. How? Give us your money. Purchase some advertising. Ooh. Do you get where I'm going with this? So what is the harm in purchasing ads, you might be saying? Okay, big deal. The world is saturated. Advertising is a good thing. The world is a big place. I get it. Advertising and marketing is inherently not a bad thing. I'm a graphic designer. I worked in marketing. I'm a freaking artist. I have to market myself to a degree. I get it. I'm not against any of that. I'm not against earning money at all by advertising yourself. But the problem is in the moment you relinquish control by giving these disgusting companies your money in order to promote yourself. The moment you purchase ad space, your content, yes, may reach heights you never thought was possible. And that's because you're going to get an exponential huge boost in the algorithm, because that's how it works. That's how they get you. You're going to buy that ad space, and automatically you're going to start seeing maybe some of your videos go viral, or, oh my God, some of your posts are getting shared all over the place, and oh, people are liking it. You're on the front page, and la 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 la. You may believe that you are now on an upward trajectory because you paid, I don't know, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, $50 just to give your content a little bit of a boost. So you rub your hands together and you cackle like a villain thinking, oh, I outsmarted the algorithm. Karla doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. I just dropped a few dollars and got a week's worth of advertising and a bunch of promos, and now I've grown by thousands of followers. Okay. And then you cancel your promotion after a week. All is well with the world, right? You gain some followers, made a few sales. Then the days go by, the weeks go by. Crickets. Your momentum starts to slow down. You begin to wallow once again in unworthiness, because here comes, hello darkness, my old friend. People are not paying attention to you anymore. You start wondering why no one is looking, why no one is purchasing, why no one is leaving you appreciative or encouraging comments anymore. And then suddenly, while you are mindlessly scrolling through your phone at 4 a.m. wondering how you can improve yourself, your content, your art, your whatever, a little pop-up comes up. Just a little creeps up on you, and you just knock, knock, knock. A little pop-up says, hey, would you like to, I don't know, maybe buy a little boosted post? Purchase a little ad? After all, your previous attempt did so well. Here are your statistics laid bare. Here you go. Look, let me show you your stats. You can recapture that spark again by just clicking the button, buying another ad, right? Right? Wrong. This, heathens, demons, and creatives, all of my lovelies out there, this is exactly how social media eats you alive and crushes your soul. If, pay attention, if and only you are dumb, lazy, and ignorant enough to allow it. So don't be those things. Life can be difficult. Don't allow these corporate tech goons to affect your precious little artsy-fartsy confidence, your whimsy, your ability to romanticize your life. Don't be dumb, lazy, and ignorant. All three of those things are choices. Don't choose those options. But Karla, what do I do if no one is looking at my posts? How else can I lead them to my website except purchasing an ad or a boosted post or a whatever? Well, truthfully, I don't have an answer, but I have a proposal. Just hear me out. Buy my new course. No. No. Hell no. I am completely kidding you, okay? I lose every shred of respect for any and everyone who does this, Oh, you want to learn how to do X, Y, and Z? Buy my course. No, you know what? Don't buy any courses. Don't buy any courses from anyone. Nothing any of these folks has to say is information you cannot find online for free. Trust me, okay? There are a slew of people on YouTube who will teach you anything you need to know. And yes, of course, you watch their videos. They're getting, sponsorships, and they're getting money from their advertising. Yeah, great. They're getting, by you watching their video, you're helping them, right? You're helping them advance their career. You're helping with their visibility, but they are also providing you with free content, okay? Don't go to these idiots and their courses. I just don't care. I'm sorry. It's just a huge pet peeve of mine, because there's so many people out there who are like, oh my God, I'm just out here to help you. Let me help you. I love you. Let me foster your creativity. $49.99, buy my course. Bitch, anything you learned, you probably learned for free on YouTube. But I digress. Story for another day. Okay, but let's get back to the seriousness here. Here's what I plan to do. And I'm not telling you to do as I do. As a matter of fact, you should probably just sit around and watch how it works for me before you try to do it and have your little heart broken, okay? But my plan is to use social media platforms to my advantage for free without purchasing any advertising space. If you have been with me for a long time, you may remember that I took, a year and a half, something like that, to say my long goodbye to Etsy. I took all of my physical goods off of the platform and I chose to use it only as a place to offer my digital coloring books. I told myself to only ever use it for physical goods if I could figure out a way to make it serve as a funnel to my website, to my online store, my Instagram, all of that. And of course, as most of my bright and not so bright ideas materialize in my brain, I was hanging out, enjoying a night, walking in the desert, just taking a break from working at my desk, and here comes the idea. Finally, after so long of just selling digital products, I think I've come up with a way to try to make Etsy work for me. I am going to actively lead people to my Etsy shop for a limited time in order to temporarily boost my visibility on their platform. I would like to get as many eyes on my Etsy shop front as possible and hopefully lead those people who are interested in my work to follow me on Instagram and or purchase from my personal shop, my off-platform, my off Etsy shop, my personal website in the future. Of course, I would like them to make a purchase also, but the ultimate goal is to say, hey, you found me on Etsy, but you should follow me over here. You should buy my stuff over here instead, right? Now, I know. This is not a groundbreaking idea, and I'm sure many people have already done this or are already employing such a strategy or something similar. But I am not especially popular. I never have been. My audience has been under 5K for a decade now, at least. Yeah, you read that or heard that correctly, rather. My YouTube channel, nowhere near 5,000 subscribers. My Instagram, even fewer. My style does not resonate with many. My personality, even less. Some people love me, some people hate me. It's just the way that it is. However, what I can say is those who enjoy my artwork, the few who do, are the ones who truly get it. The ones who truly appreciate what I'm about, what I'm doing, and frankly, that's who I'm creating for. They dig what I'm about, I dig them for digging me, and those are the people that I want in my community. Are there more weirdos like you? If you're watching and enjoying what I do, yeah, I'm talking to you. Are there more people like you out there? Yeah, of course. Are there people who may be interested in my artwork who have not discovered me yet because of social media nonsense? Yeah, of course. Can I find them without paying for ads in this day and age, in 2025, the year of pay to play? I think so. Is it going to be easy? No. But is it possible? Sure. And how I'm going to try to do that is by mobilizing my little freak show. How will I be doing this? Now comes the juicy part of the video. I will be creating a variant of each of the two gals that I created for my Patreon patrons, the stickers that you saw in this video. I will be creating a variant of the two gals. They will be on Etsy for a limited time before I release them on my website. And the limited release on Etsy will come with a couple of incentives, which I haven't thought about just yet. Maybe an extra freebie and or a juicy discount for my web store. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. This is all fresh, but I'm trying to capture, lightning in a bottle right now. I have the idea and I need to get this content out. So I will be creating both the Skella Girl and Miss Dead and Fabulous as oversized die cuts with a specialty glitter finish. The colors will be different than the versions that are going out to, or at this point, they will have already gone out to my patrons, I think. But anyhow, the colors will be different, the sizes will be different, and they will not include all of the extra stickers that have gone into the Patreon collection. My Patreon patrons receive not only the two girls, but also all of the additional little freebies, the little candies, the little goodies, the little candles, and all of that. So only the two girls, but they will be oversized and glittery. Fabulous. I love it. I have not worked out all of the details, as I said, but I will be including, of course, as I said, a couple of incentives and all of that good stuff. I am hoping that this little experiment will boost my listing in the Etsy algorithm. That's the whole point of this. That way, with each purchase or with each set of eyes that clicks and sees my banner, maybe I have an opportunity to bring more people into the fold, to welcome more people to the freak show. Yeah, obviously, I would like to make a few sales. Hello, I need to eat. But ultimately, this is kind of just a way for me to say, hey, look, I can do this. I can mobilize. I can bring people to me. I can, call them in. I can call them in like a little vampire desert siren. Whether they make a purchase or not, every click, every interaction is going to help me. And I just want to prove to myself that, yeah, even though my community is tiny, I can grow it without having to succumb to all of this pay-to-play, like corporate bullshit, See, folks, your favorite desert creature may not be great at constant marketing, but when I try to market myself properly, I try to do it in a way that is effective, not annoying, and frankly, a way that's fun. Yes, I could very well, it's not lost on me that I could very well be setting myself up for failure. I could make 0 sales at all. But here's the difference between myself and people who never do anything but wallow in misery and doom scroll and complain. I try things. I make an effort. Listen to me. Remember I told you that stupidity, ignorance, and laziness were choices? So is complaining, and so is being idle, and so is being a lame ass, okay? I try things. I make an effort. Embarrassment is for the weakest of the weak. I have openly told you all that I have tried and failed spectacularly at many things. I am not ashamed of this because I have also had my triumphs. I will tell you straight up, I have had more failures than triumphs, but that makes my successes that much sweeter. See, I would not have the triumphs that I have had without the face plants and all of the scraped knees. So, and there have been lots of scraped knees. So, obviously, I cannot achieve any success. I can't achieve any of this without you. Any of you watching this right now. And that, again, not lost on me, okay? You can help me out. How? By purchasing a sticker. That's it. Just toss a few bucks over on Etsy for my sticker when this limited edition drop happens. If you can't, okay, I completely understand. You can still help me. How? Sharing this video, commenting, liking. You can also follow me on Instagram. And also like, comment, and share the posts in which I will be mentioning this drop. All of that helps. Yes, all of these corporations speak in money. A sticker purchase is going to boost me far more than a save, a comment, or a like, but it doesn't matter. Saves, comments, likes, those are not useless. You can do that, and those cost you nothing. So then, what are the details? Again, I don't know, but what I do know is that today is Saturday, okay? And today is what? Wait, is today the 31st of October? See, I'm filming this the day before. Let me see. Let me check my calendar. Let me see. I'm gonna do a little clicky click over here in real time. Am I going to edit this? I don't know. Let's see. So November 1st is going to be on Saturday. All right. The drop is happening Saturday, November 1st. You know what? Hold on a second. No. You know what I'll do? Day of the Dead is Sunday, November 2nd. Oh my God. Okay. The first day of Dia de los Muertos, okay, at midnight, will be when the collection will drop on Etsy. Take a look at my Instagram for details and visit my website. I will have a direct link to Etsy on my website, and I will also have a direct link to the to my Etsy page on my YouTube community page. Okay? I know that sounded a little jumbly at the end, but hello, this is my brain. Sometimes I like to plan a little bit. Sometimes I like to just be me and just do whatever I want. For my Patreon patrons, yes, of course, your Patreon discount code is valid. It will absolutely be valid. It always is. Please use it if you wish to purchase the variants. I absolutely want and encourage you to please use your code whenever you shop with me, whether you're on Etsy or whether you were shopping my website. Your code is always valid. All right? So time to go. As soon as I upload this, I am literally going to put the finishing touches on the Etsy listings. Thank you all so much for your encouragement, your support, and for helping me stick it to these goons, these pay-to-play goons online. And please, if you are a creative out there who feels lost and unworthy and all of that tiny violin stuff, it's because the goons are actively wanting to bleed you dry. It is not because you are a piece of crap. It's because the goons want you to think you are. Okay? If you play the game right, you can stay above water and above the automated AI slop. Will I fail at this? Will I succeed? Guys, I don't know. We're all going to see together. Am I setting a modest goal? Yeah, I would like to aim for 20 to 25 sales. Super modest, but also I said my audience is tiny. It may or may not happen. And I will give you guys the numbers. I will give you the full report in a future vlog, in a future Sketchy Saturday, whatever it is. Well, this has gone on far longer than anticipated. So let's make this outro brief. Be bad, be good. I don't give a damn which. Just make sure you come back in one piece.